Hi guys, welcome back to my C++ programming tutorial course. In this lesson I'm going to expand on what we looked at in our last lesson, which was functions. In the last lesson I showed you how to do void functions that don't return a value, but today I'm going to show you how to do functions that actually return a value. So let's get straight into it, and this is what we need to do. So we have the main function. As you remember from my last lesson, the functions that don't return a value are called the void functions. So you have to put void, and then you have to give the name to the function. So number. I'm really bad at giving names like that. And then you do your stuff inside it. So that will be a function that doesn't return a value. To create a function that does return a value, you just have to put int in front of it, just like the main function. Okay, sorry, don't put a semicolon there. Okay, so and this function will now be a function that returns a value. So we'll have to do a open curly bracket, and let's just do return 7, and then close curly bracket. As you can see, you don't have to have curly brackets on different lines. The whole function can just be in one line, but when you're writing loads of code, it's a better idea to have the curly brackets spaced out. Okay, so now we have the function. It's saved in memory. If I compile it, it's not going to do anything, so let's not waste our time. So now we need to output the function. So if you remember with the void functions, you just simply had to put down the name of the function, so it would be number that, and then semicolon. With functions that return a value, you have to do a cout. Don't ask me why. It's just, you have to do a cout. And let's just do an end L and L here. Okay, so once we've done that, we can output it, and hopefully we will get the number 7. As you can see, it outputted the number 7 here. So as you can see, that returned the value, and sorry about that. I'm going to show you something else that you can do in integer functions here. I'm going to show you how to introduce integers within your functions quite easily. So this is what I'm going to do. So we have this function number here. So in the main function, you would introduce an integer with int x. Int x. You can do that as well, but there's an easier way of doing if you're just doing the integers for, or any variables, just for this function, because that's why we have these brackets. So what we need to do inside the brackets, we can just go int x, then comma, int, no space, int y, just like this. And now it's declared 2 integers inside the function. And what we can do now as well is we can do a calculation. So our return could be x plus y, and it's as simple as that. Just do an x plus a y, and then to utilize that in the main function, all we do is we can assign them values. So x could be 4, comma, and y could be 6. Okay, so you just give them the respective, so see, and it relates to the int number here. So you give them the values, and once we run it, it should do the calculation. Here we go, and the value returned was 10. So that's just a couple of simple things you can do with functions that return a value, and the calculations you can make them do.